Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am Aqsa Islam, Assistant Professor of English from Government Degree College, Dubai Mahal Road, Bahawalpur. In previous lecture, I told you about Brookfield, its background, about Mr. Chips and Catherine, two most important characters of novel. Today, I will tell you about some other characters. इससे पहले वाले लेक्चर में आपको ब्रुकफील्ड के पस मंज़र के बारे में बताया था कि किस किस्म का स्कूल है और ये किस तरह के विलेज में जो है ये मौजूद था। मिस्टर चिप्स के बारे में जो कि नॉवेल का हीरो है, और कैथरीन ब्रिजेस जो कि मिस्टर चिप्स की वाइफ है, और ये भी बहुत अहम किरदार है। आज मैं आपको इसके मज़ीद कैरेक्टर्स के बारे में बताऊंगी। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी विल डिस्कस वेदरबॉय। Mr. Weatherby was headmaster of the school when Mr. Chips joined Brookfield. He interviewed Chips in July 1870, but unfortunately he died during summer holidays before Chips could really begin his first term. Mr. Weatherby was polite, fatherly, gentleman, and treated Chips very kindly. He was a keen observer of human nature also. He encouraged Mr. Chips and gave him a good advice. He said, "You are a young man, Mr. Chipping, and Brookfield is an old foundation. Youth and age often combine well. Give your enthusiasm to Brookfield, and Brookfield will give you something in return. And don't let anyone play tricks with you." I gathered that discipline was not always a strong point at Melbury. This was his first meeting with Weatherby. Mr. Chips never forgot him and his words. Many years after, he told Mrs. Wickett, "I am probably the only man in the world who has a vivid recollection of old Weatherby." Mr. Weatherby was hardworking, efficient, courteous. He was fully devoted to his work. He served Brookfield for 30 years. During his time, Brookfield once again attained its heights and raised the status of the school. Mr. Chips had only a short meeting with Mr. Weatherby, but he always remembered him. He impressed Mr. Chips with his kindness, his wisdom, and his deep insight into human psychology. Indeed, he had a strong personality. सबसे पहले चैप्टर में हमें मिस्टर वेदरबाय के बारे में पता चलता है। मिस्टर वेदरबाय उस वक्त स्कूल का हेडमास्टर था जब मिस्टर चिप्स ब्रुकफील्ड स्कूल ज्वाइन करता है। उसने सबसे पहले मिस्टर चिप्स का इंटरव्यू किया, उसे सजेशंस दी, इनकरेज किया, हौसला अफजाई की, उसको बताया कि किस तरह से उससे अपने डिसिप्लिन को मेंटेन रखना है। मिस्टर वेदरबाय एक बहुत ही नफीस किस्म का इंसान हमें नज़र आता है, बहुत ही पोलाइट, कर्टियस और बहुत ही उसका काइंड बिहेवियर है, और बहुत अच्छे अंदाज से मिस्टर चिप्स के साथ गुफ्तगू करता है। अगरचे कि ये गुफ्तगू बहुत ही मुख्तसर थी, लेकिन मिस्टर चिप्स अपनी तमाम ज़िंदगी में इस चीज़ को याद रखता है, और कई सालों के बाद मिसेस विकेट से भी उसका जिक्र करता है कि अभी भी मेरी आंखों के सामने बिल्कुल एक वाज़ेह तस्वीर जो है मिस्टर वेदरबाय की मौजूद है, और मुझे वो तमाम बातें याद हैं जो उन्होंने मुझे बताई थी। अब हम आते हैं दूसरे कैरेक्टर के बारे में, डॉक्टर मैरीवेल। Dr. Merivale was Mr. Chips' friend and doctor. Mr. Chips often had pain in chest. In his old age, he suffered from bronchitis. Mr. Merivale called on him on every fortnight. He encouraged him in these words, "My dear fellow, you are fitter than I am. You are past the age when people get these horrible diseases. You are one of the few lucky ones who are going to die at all. You are such a remarkable old boy that one never knows." But when Chips had a cold or when east winds blew, he used to advise Mrs. Wickett to take special care of Mr. Chips. Dr. Merivale is a happy, lively, and active person, a cheerful fellow, very close to Mr. Chips, and knew him very well. We meet this character in the very first chapter, and in the last chapter, that is about Mr. Chips' death, Merivale is still there, looking after him, trying to create some humor, though he was worried in his heart. When Cartwright was feeling pity for Chips and whispered to Merivale, "Poor old chap must have must have lived a lonely sort of life all by himself." Merivale replied, "Not always by himself. He married, you know." It means that he knew him very closely and had strong intimation with him. डॉक्टर मैरीवेल से हमारी मुलाकात पहले ही चैप्टर में होती है। ये बहुत ही जिंदा दिल, बहुत ही लाइवली और हैप्पी किस्म का करैक्टर है। मिस्टर चिप्स का पर्सनल डॉक्टर भी है और उसका दोस्त भी है। हर 2 हफ्ते के बाद जो उसको विजिट करने के लिए चाहता है, उसे गपशप करता है, उसकी हौसला अफजाई करता है और उसके सेहत के बारे में उसे अच्छी बातें बताता है। और आखिरी चैप्टर में भी जो है मैरीवेल मौजूद है, जिसमें मिस्टर चिप्स की डेथ होती है। उसके करीब ही वहाँ पर खड़ा होता है। मिस्टर चिप्स का बहुत ही क्लोज फ्रेंड है, उसको बहुत अच्छी तरीके से जानता है। Third character is Mrs. Wickett. Mrs. Wickett was the landlady of Mr. Chips. She was an old woman. She had retired from her service as in charge of the school linen room. She was passing a very peaceful time in her house. After her retirement, after his retirement, Mr. Chips took a room at rent at her house and lived there for 18 years. Mrs. Wickett was a very good caretaker. She served meals and tea to Mr. Chips and his visitors. She was efficient, dutiful. Mr. Chips often chatted with her and shared his memories with her. She showed keen interest in his stories. Her house was very close to Brookfield, just across the road, so it was easy for Mr. Chips to remain in contact with the school. Mrs. Wickett was so caring that she adjusted her timetable according to school bells to make Mr. Chips more comfortable because she knew that he was deeply involved in atmosphere of school. Though the school was though the house was ordinary, pretentious, but it was a comfortable place for Chips to live there. And Mrs. Wickett took great care of him and felt sad at his death. मिसेस विकेट है वो लैंड लेडी है और उसके घर में मिस्टर चिप्स ने एक कमरा किराए पर लिया और वहाँ पर रहता है। रिटायरमेंट के बाद मिस्टर चिप्स ने मिसेस विकेट के यहाँ रहना शुरू कर दिया। अगरचे कि वो घर बहुत अच्छा नहीं था, प्रिटेंशियस था, लेकिन बहरहाल जो कमरा उसको दिया गया था बहुत ही कंफर्टेबल था और मिसेस विकेट उसका बहुत ख्याल रखती है, केयरिंग है और कमरे को भी उसने बहुत कंफर्टेबल बनाया हुआ है। इसके साथ साथ जो है उसने अपना टाइम टेबल स्कूल की बेल्स के मुताबिक एडजस्ट किया हुआ है ताकि मिस्टर चिप्स जो है वो हर तरह से कंफर्टेबल रहे, क्योंकि वो जानती थी कि मिस्टर चिप्स जो है वो ब्रुकफील्ड से उसको बहुत ज़्यादा लगाव है और उस घर में रहते हुए वो ब्रुकफील्ड से बहुत ही करीब था। वो जब चाहता वहाँ से स्कूल चला जाता था और वहाँ पे जाके बच्चों से मिलता था और ग्राउंड से बैठकर उनसे गपशप करता था। Another character is Collie. There is an interesting episode about Collie. He was a naughty boy and dropped the desk lid when Mr. Chips was taking prep on the very first day. He tried to create a mischief because Mr. Chips was a new teacher. Mr. Chips asked him to write 100 lines. He was the first boy whom he ever punished in Brookfield. He was a small boy with red hair. Later, he became an alderman of City of London and a baronet. He was known as Sir Richard. He was member of board of governors also. He was the first Collie, and second Collie was the son of Sir Richard. Third Collie was grandson of Sir Richard. Three of them were his students. Messages used to make a joke in class. Collie, you are a splendid example of inherited traditions. I remember your grandfather, a stupid fellow, your grandfather, and your father too. I remember him. He used to sit at that far desk by the wall. He wasn't much better either. But I do believe, my dear Collie, that you are the biggest fool of the lot. It was a great joke. The whole class, including Collie, enjoyed it very much. Another important character is Mr. Ralston. Mr. Ralston was only 37 when he was appointed headmaster of Brookfield Grammar School after Mr. Melton's death in 1900. He served the school for about 11 years. His educational career was very bright and his degrees were very good. His manners were very imperious and he could silence the students by mere lifting of an eyebrow. He was efficient, ruthless, and ambitious, but not, however, very likable. During his stay at Brookfield, he worked much for the betterment of the school. He wanted to make Brookfield a thoroughly up to date school. He ordered the teachers to give up old methods and adopt new styles of teaching. He was a science man and insisted that science should be given more importance than humanities. He had no objection to the teaching of Latin and Greek, but he required them to be taught efficiently. He disliked Mr. Chips because he lived too much in the past and no longer in the present and future. Mr. Ralston raised the status of the school. Now there were long waiting lists of the boys for admission. He met wealthy fellows in London and convinced them that Brookfield was an advancing school. As a result, many rich men's sons got admission there. Mr. Ralston was a man of new age. He disliked the old methods of teachers. He taunted Chips for his tattered gown and out of date punctuation. He was very active and smart. He was a live wire, a man who could bring all into motion. He was against dead languages and wished to introduce new sciences in school. He always looked to the present and future. Like the other officers of the new age, he was authoritative and wanted all his instructions to be obeyed. His row with Mr. Chips was in fact a tussle between the old and new trends. No doubt Ralston was able, efficient, punctual, and sincere to his cause, yet he failed at Brookfield. He did not know that Brookfield was not a fit place for sudden changes. He tried to run Brookfield like a factory for turning out a snob culture based on money and machines. He tried to ignore the gentlemanly traditions of Brookfield. He had no sense of proportion and was in complete ignorance of the forces he was dealing with. He could not correctly estimate the toughness of Brookfield tradition and its readiness to defend itself and its defenders. His severity turned the boys and teachers against him. He was feared and respected, but not liked and loved. His row with Chips conquered fear and demolished his respect also. He could not understand how deep rooted Chips was, so he was defeated by Chips. As a result, he left Brookfield in 1911 and went to some other creator public school. मिस्टर राल्स्टन एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट करेक्टर है। ये भी स्कूल का एक हेडमास्टर था, क्योंकि मुख्तलिफ हेडमास्टर्स यहाँ पर आते रहे, उनके अंडर मिस्टर चिप्स ने काम किया। बहुत ही स्मार्ट और बहुत ही एक्टिव करेक्टर है, साइंस ग्रेजुएट था और साइंस को बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंस देता था। उसकी जो डिग्री है वो भी साइंस की ही थी। उसने अपने तालीमी मुस्तकबिल के दौरान बहुत सारे जो है वो एजाज़ात हासिल किए थे। उसकी शख्सियत बज़ाहिर बहुत उम्दा नज़र आती है, लेकिन वो एक स्ट्रिक्ट किस्म का इंसान था। लड़के जहाँ उससे उसकी रिस्पेक्ट करते थे, उससे डरते थे, लेकिन दिल से उसकी इज्जत नहीं करते थे और उसको पसंद भी नहीं करते थे। उसका मिस्टर चिप्स के साथ झगड़ा भी हुआ, जो कि बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट एक चैप्टर है इस नावल का। और झगड़े की बुनियाद ये थी कि राल्स्टन जो है वो पुराने मेथड्स को पसंद नहीं करता था, पुरानी पंक्चुएशन को पसंद नहीं करता था। मिस्टर चिप्स को उसको मुख्तलिफ किस्म के एतराज़ात थे, जिनके कि उसका जो गाउन है वो फटा हुआ है, उसके जो आदतें हैं वो जो है वो यकसुई का शिकार है या पुरानी हो चुकी हैं उसकी आदत, और जो उसकी तरीक़ाकार पढ़ाने का जो है बहुत ही पुराना है। वो पुरानी लैंग्वेजेस के खिलाफ नहीं था, लेकिन वो चाहता था कि उनको नई प्रोनाउंसिएशन के साथ और नए तरीके के साथ पढ़ाया जाए। तो मिस्टर चिप्स के साथ जो उसका झगड़ा होता है, लेकिन उसको अंदाज़ा नहीं था कि मिस्टर चिप्स जो है उसका करैक्टर कितना स्ट्रॉन्ग है और वह कितना डीपली रूटेड है ब्रुकफील्ड में। तो तमाम टीचर्स और स्टूडेंट्स ब्रुकफील्ड के साथ उसके साथ मिस्टर चिप्स के साथ हो जाते हैं और राल्स्टन को इसमें शिकस्त होती है। बहरहाल वो ये स्कूल छोड़ देता है और अपनी बेहतरी की खातिर जो एक नया स्कूल जो है वो ज्वाइन कर लेता है। थोड़ा सा रहता है चलो। इस लेक्चर में आपको मिस्टर वेदरबाय, मिस्टर मैरीवेल, मिसेस विकेट, कॉली और राल्स्टन के बारे में बताया गया है, जो कि इम्पोर्टेंट कैरेक्टर्स हैं। इसके अलावा कुछ और कैरेक्टर्स भी हैं। इंशाल्लाह हम पार्ट सी में जो उन कैरेक्टर्स को डिस्कस करेंगे। थैंक यू फॉर लिसनिंग।